Hi, can you think of a time in your life when you couldn't see which way to go because it was dark? Maybe it was in the house and it was when you were getting ready to go to bed at night or when you woke up during the night. Maybe there was a different time when you were in a place and it was just really dark and hard to see. I had one of those times many years ago when I was working at a camp. We were in the middle of teen week and we had finished chapel, and when we got out it was dark outside. That wasn't a problem at first because the chapel was in an open field and there were lights around to show us the way. But as we kept walking through that open field, the lights kept being less and less, and the field kept being less and less open. In fact, we got to a point where it was a lot of trees with no lights and narrow paths, and we couldn't see the way to the dorm because we had all forgotten our flashlights. We stopped because we didn't know what way to go, and we just kind of stood there, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited, hoping that maybe somebody would show up with a flashlight, or somebody would know the way well enough that they could get through the trees and get to the dorm to turn the light on. Eventually, somebody did get to the dorm and turn the light on. When they did, it showed the way for us to get to our dorm and for people in 3 dorms around us to find their way. We face times in life where things seem to get turned upside down. In fact, I have a box here, and David, will you reach in there and grab that cup and go ahead and pour some of the green water in that cup. That's good. And can you put it back in? Mm-hmm. And go ahead and you can close the lid and grab that box. Our lives can get turned upside down. So David, go ahead and turn that box upside down. Things can happen and life can end up going in directions that we don't expect. Go ahead, turn it in some other directions, David. When life takes unexpected turns, when things happen that we don't expect, what do? What can we trust in? Where can we look for advice? Go ahead, David, and you can set that box down and take the cup out that's in there. The liquid's still in there. It made it through those times, getting turned around, getting turned upside down. And you know what? God is there to help us when we go through hard times in life. When life gets turned upside down. Can you pour some of that water in here, David, or all of it? Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 say to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. When life gets difficult, when things seem upside down, confusing, when they don't make sense to us, we can trust in God. Not only can we trust in God and look to Him for guidance, but we can look to the Bible because that's God's Word. And it shows us the path to go. Psalm 119, 105 says, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. As we go through life, go ahead, David. As we go through life, when we go through hard times, where are you going to look? Who are you going to trust in to show you the way? That light showed the way to the dorm for me and for everyone staying in that dorm and in the 3 dorms around us. We have God that we can look to, that we can trust in, and we have His Word that'll show us the path, show us the way to go. Let me encourage you this week. Make sure that you're trusting in God. Make sure you're taking time to read His Word.